Everything you are about to witness is for entertainment purposes only.
Oh, I am willing to bet that Erica Kirk is pissed about the new skit that Drewski just released. Can't nobody say that this man is not funny. And I fear Drewski 8. The first part of this skit, he shows up with the sparklers in that all-white outfit. Let me tell you, he got the look right all the way from the hair on her head to the shoes on her feet. Stop. Then the devil stare that nobody can forget. And once again, I fear Drewski 8. Then he goes into the weird, awkward scenes where it always feels like she's making herself look like she's crying. And no, he couldn't forget the hand gesture, because she never fails to do this after she gets done looking like she's about to cry. And then throwing his twist on Erica Kirk's weird speeches that just never land right. I just know Erica Kirk right now is sitting back looking at this skit with those devilish eyes. She is so mad about this. Because I'm afraid that Drewski didn't miss one time with his representations of Erica Kirk. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
As you guys can see, the U.S. Treasury is hard at work already adding Donald Trump's signature to all of the U.S. currency from the year 2026. The first time in history that a living president has been honored on U.S. currency.
So, diesel is a pinkish red color now. I know people have talked about gas and it being diluted or something wrong with the gas, and I haven't noticed that, but I went to go fill up at the pump the other day, and the diesel is actually a pinkish red color, and it's 40 cents cheaper. Have y'all noticed that?
For the first time ever, the U.S. Postal Service is adding an 8% fuel surcharge on its packages. This is to compensate for the rising fuel prices that have happened since the war with Iran began. Consumers and businesses will see that fee starting April 26th. UPS and FedEx already have automatic surcharges that kick in when fuel prices spike.
Reported this morning that Amazon will soon display a little number next to the price of each product that shows how much the Trump tariffs are adding to the cost of each product. So isn't that a perfect crystal clear demonstration that it's the American consumer and not China who is going to have to pay for these policies?
I will take this, since I just got off the phone with the president about Amazon's announcement. This is a hostile and political act by Amazon.
Republicans who come to me and say, that's wrong what AIPAC is doing to you. Let me talk to my AIPAC person. By the way, everybody but me has an AIPAC person.
What does that mean, an AIPAC person?
It's like your babysitter, your AIPAC babysitter, who is always talking to you for AIPAC. They're probably a constituent in your district, but they are, firmly embedded in AIPAC. And
every member has something like this?
I don't know how it works on the Democrat side, but that's how it works on the Republican side. And when they come to DC, you go have lunch with them, and they've got your cell number, and you have conversations with them. So I've had
that's absolutely crazy.
I've had 4 members of Congress say, "I'll talk to my AIPAC person." And it's literally what we call them, my AIPAC guy. I'll talk to my AIPAC guy and see if I can get him to, dial those ads back.
Why have I never heard this before?
Y'all wanted the truth? Y'all wanted to know how does the sun only shine further in some areas than others? But can y'all handle the truth, though? Look at the sun up there. Look at this. Look at this right over here. Doesn't that make more sense? Doesn't that make more sense? Look at the shape of the earth as well, too. Look at the shape of the earth. It's all in our faces, bro. Look at that. That's a globe on the inside, but look at the shape of this earth. The little snow globe thing. Look at that, bro.
Moonbase will not appear overnight. We will invest approximately $20 billion over the next 7 years and build it through dozens of missions, working together with commercial and international partners towards a deliberate and achievable plan. Just as there was Mercury and Gemini before Apollo, there will be an evolutionary path to building humanity's first permanent surface outpost beyond Earth.
Trump National Golf Course. Shut the up. I'm not kidding you. Trump National Golf Club in Bedminster, New Jersey. She died in 2022. And Donald had his ex-wife, right? Because he's married to somebody else. He had her body buried at his golf course. It was taxed as a cemetery, and now they don't even take—
What?
Yes. How do you not know this?
I have not heard that.
And they don't even take care of the grave. They literally, it's all grown over with weeds. It's simply There's not even a fancy gravestone. She is the mother of Ivanka, Eric, and Donald Jr. I love that this says her cause of death is a bruise. So she mysteriously, after she fell down the stairs at her Manhattan condo, yeah, she left behind $34 million. And they won't even mow her gravesite. This is her, completely grown over. This is a woman who left $34 million behind and fell down the stairs 2 years ago. So she's not around. No one there to give any dirt on Trump because she's now just a tax deduction.
This was a pretty rough couple of weeks for Walmart shoppers. The first thing we learned is Walmart in their brick and mortar stores is going with electronic shelf labels. Now, they have sworn up and down that they are not going to use these electronic shelf labels for dynamic pricing to change the price of ice cream on a hot summer day. But look, they partnered with a French company who builds electronic shelf labels for the sole purpose of doing data-driven dynamic pricing in grocery stores. So I think we all know where this is likely headed. On top of that, we just learned that Walmart was granted 2 new patents to protect technologies that they have been hard at work building to do better AI-driven pricing, including by looking at everything you do when you log on to Walmart.com, what you browse, what you click on, what you hover over but never click on, what you put on your cart but don't end up buying. They are getting
Wait, they can actually see that?
here.
They can see what I hover over?
Absolutely. Mouse tracking is big business. This has always been a part of how companies think about their advertising models, right? You've always wondered sort of when you looked at something online and then the next day you got an advertisement for it, how did they know? Well, it doesn't matter if you clicked on it. You hovered your mouse over it, right? So Walmart is going very high tech on pricing. They're protecting this technology by getting patents. It says to me that Walmart is no longer just in the business of selling groceries and selling toilet paper. They are also in the data business.
So for those of you who may not parlez-vous français, what that says is that French authorities just raided the Rothschilds' bank headquarters in Paris looking for shit related to Epstein. Everybody else is doing their part. The DOJ can only protect him for so long. The truth is going to come out. Keep the faith.
Where have we gone wrong as a society? We're eating normal things that humans are supposed to consume, such as proteins, healthy carbs, healthy fats, fresh vegetables, fresh meat, eggs, fresh fruit. These things are things that we are supposed to be consuming on a normal daily basis. And now the average American is consuming overly processed, sugar-filled food with chemicals that we can't even pronounce. What is that doing? Causing obesity. It's causing mental health issues. It's causing cancer. It's causing disease. And now you have to go on a diet. It's being labeled as dieting when you're eating what you're supposed to eat. Where have we gone wrong as a society?
And KFC done lost their damn mind. Because why is an 8-piece family meal $33? Are y'all serious? A 12-piece, $47.99 for 12 pieces of chicken? Stop going to KFC. KFC playing in our face, because it ain't no way. It's no way I'm finna pay that much money for that little bit of food. That's an oil change in a small Honda Civic, man. A 10-piece is the same price as your fucking water bill, bruh. The Colonel somewhere rolling over in his grave because y'all done took his recipe and done made it extremely unaffordable. And KFC, we want answers. We want answers. It ain't no way you higher than Popeyes with half the flavor. No. It's a psyop. This is psyop, bro.
What freaky thing did you find out about baby socks? Almost 90% of all of the baby socks that they tested in amongst several studies had BPA in them. We have studies showing that baby clothing has the highest amount of phthalates in it, and it's usually in cotton. So phthalates are primarily in baby clothes and cotton over plastic. People don't like me for this because it would be really easy for me to say, just avoid plastic and choose natural fibers. But you can put chemicals on anything, and they do.
So how do you shop for organic cotton baby clothes? How do you know that it doesn't have the chemicals?
You want to look for certifications. So GOTS, Global Organic Textile Standard, that's a certification you should look for. That's the best, in my opinion, of what we have today. GOTS, you have to be an organic natural fiber. So they won't even put GOTS on bamboo, for example, because it's not a natural fiber after it's processed.
Native Americans now are not Native Americans. And the reason they're not Native Americans is because they did not form a country called America. They are not native. America is a country. It's not just a place. It's not just a plot of land. It is a country. And before America was formed as a nation, this place was not America, because America didn't exist. America existed when it was formed. And so if someone can trace their lineage back to the Comanche on the Great Plains, well, that doesn't make you you weren't native to America. You're native to Comancheria. You're native to this. You're not native to the country of America. The people who are native to the nation of America.
I think Kanye is a clone. I wholeheartedly believe what I'm about to say. I think there are clones, and I'm going to tell you why. Remember, he was really talking a lot. The cabal didn't like that, you know? The Illuminati, the cabal, they did not like how much he was saying. He was calling a lot of people out, and he said, if I go away and I come back and I look different, that is not me.
If I ever went anywhere, we know why.
What the fuck happened? He was gone.
He did that because he wanted to gain weight. I would do that too. I'm going to do that next summer.
Look at him. Compare old photos of him. It's not the same fucking person. It's not. Don't cancel me, Hollywood.
How do you think that these people would hide that, Kristen? If somebody tried to clone you, I would scream it from the top of the mountains like that's not Kristen.
You literally will get killed.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I believe this with every ounce in my body.
You think that you could make one of the biggest pop stars in the world just disappear and nobody would come forward?
The people who are going to come out and say something get killed.
There's weird shit happening, but some of it's too far.
Gluten قسمت من النص هذا مسموك حطت هاي الداية.
No, you're going to jail. You're going to jail, bro. What? You're going to jail, bro. Why? Because you just totaled your fucking car. Are you kidding me? Ma'am! Ma'am!
Are you okay?
Can you hear me? I'm good. I'm good. Did you call the police whenever you wrecked? Yes. Like you saw him wreck? No, please. Justin, you're going to jail, bro. No, you're going to jail,
my
bro.
God. You see the tire here? See? Oh
Jeremiah,
my
bro, you're going to jail. No doubt. No doubt. Can you please help me out? Get out. Get out. Can you please help me out? Can you feel your feet? What happened, bro? What happened? Chill.
We have some big news right now. The numbers we're seeing in places like Minneapolis and Boston and Philadelphia, right behind me is Minneapolis, tens of thousands, in some places potentially over 100,000 people on the ground right now protesting Donald Trump and the administration. Bruce Springsteen is performing at this rally in Minneapolis. Take a look at this aerial shot, pretty stunning. But it's not just Minneapolis. Look at Boston. There are some reports over 100,000 people. There are massive protests in Philly and across America as well. As we get throughout the day, more and more people are taking to the streets to make their voices heard, to use their First Amendment rights. It's pretty stunning to see, but it's also not just in the big blue cities. There are tons of protests in small town America, in rural America, in areas where Donald Trump won by a lot of points in 2024 and in 2016. So we're seeing some big numbers. I'll have more updates for you soon.
I just want to remind you all of why the No Kings protest is still so important, even though it's not the revolution that we're looking for. This is an effort to show people what's going on in our country and how pertinent it is to our communities and how it directly impacts you as an American, as an immigrant, as anyone on this soil. These huge demonstrations of millions of people are used to open eyes and show people how big of an issue this is so that they can get involved. And at these No Kings protests, there is also ways to get organized with your local community organizations. And better yet, just getting us all back in our communities in general. We in the United States have a very heavy independence culture. People don't know their neighbors. They don't know anybody around them, and they're not willing to get connected. And the No Kings protest is a great way to get started. But just because this is what's happening right now does not mean that it's enough. We can still be showing up in other ways until we get to further stages in the soon-to-be revolution. But there is still so much more that we can do outside of just protesting, as protesting is not enough. We need to still show up in our communities, show up for our neighbors, help them get food, help them get shelter, and anything else that they need. Because if we cannot hoist our community up on our backs, then there is no protest to be had. Because you cannot show up for your community if you are not showing up for your community in the ways that are actually making a huge impact on their day-to-day lives. So even though you feel like this isn't toppling the government, this is not the goal of the No Kings protest. This is to show people the reality that we're living in and get them organized at these protests for further action. How are we going to start a real revolution if not enough people know it's even happening?
Watch this insane moment right here where the chair of CPAC, the Conservative Political Action Committee, did not get the response he expected when he asked the audience about impeachments for Donald Trump and his cabinet. Take a look.
How many of you would like to see impeachment hearings? No. That was the wrong answer. Let me try it again. How many of you would like to see impeachment hearings? No. Can someone bring some coffee out for the... Yeah, no, I know. We've got to keep this House majority. How many of you agree with that?
Yeah, it's bad. You know it's bad for MAGA when even the right-wing incels at CPAC are cheering at the idea of impeachments for Republicans, for Trump's cabinet, and maybe even for Donald Trump. And why would they be doing this? Well, it's because of the Epstein cover-up. It's because of Operation Epstein Fury. The No New Wars, America First crowd has been betrayed. And Donald Trump is waging another endless war in Iran on behalf of another country and to cover up the Epstein files.